Hey guys, I'm Tim.
Not Bob.
I'm Spencer.
And this is Board Game Rundown, and today we're going to do a Kickstarter preview of a game called The Market, a pocket game by Mere Creations. Wait, not Mere Creations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is Mere Creations.
Creations.
They
Nailed
changed
it.
the name. It used to be Anthem, and now they've changed it. So anyways, in this game, what we're doing is, well, first of all, it's 1 to 2 players with this little guy right here. Plays 5 to 10 minutes. And then we also played with the upgrades, a market expansion, which adds a couple more minutes to the game. To play with more than 2 players, though, you're going to need 2 copies, and then you can play up to 4. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have these temporary starting resources, because we're like trying to rebuild civilization after like this post-apocalyptic thing. And there's this really good soil, there's this light, and then there are these fiddleheads, which are like grain.
Like wheat.
And then if we're playing with the expansion, the upgrades expansion, we've got this hard fire over here. So on your turn, you basically can do one of a couple things. You can just gather. You can gain any of 2 resources. And you just do that by flipping these cards, rotating them to show how many you have. You can't gain hard fire in this way, but instead of gaining resources, I could spend up to 3 and gain whatever I spent in hard fire.
Yep.
So that's how you would gain the hard fire. If I didn't want to gain resources, or let's just say I've got some, you can go and explore. To explore, you're going to take top card of the market deck and you're going to reveal it. And then if I've got enough resources, I could choose to buy this card. If I don't have enough, or I don't want that card, I can draw the next card. Now I have to buy this card if I can, or if I don't want to, because I can't buy this card now. If I don't want to buy this card, I could then just gather, and I can gain 1 resource of any type. That does include hard fire. But I probably buy this one, because what that's going to do is that's going to now add this as a permanent resource. So permanent resources are always going to count towards your resource total when you're looking at the market and buying things. Now we also do have the upgrades out here, and this also is like another thing that you can buy, right? So they've got different costs. They've got different, they're going to add hope and power. So to win the game in a regular mode, it is first 1 to 15 hope without these. If we're playing with these, because there's a lot of
Hope and
a lot of hope,
Yeah.
and you're going to really kind of build up your engine. We're like, in fact, we went through the entire market deck building up our engines to then go through here. So then it is the first one to either 50 hope or 15 power to win the game with this in the deck, playing multiplayer. Solo is a different animal. We've only played multiplayer.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you're just basically on your turn. You're either going to get something or you're going to get something.
Yeah.
You're
Either
past the
buying
turn.
something or
Pretty
gaining
much.
resources.
And so the turns are really quick and pretty straightforward. The iconography is pretty clear. Up in the corner, it tells you how much hope a card is worth, if it's worth any. And then basically, these are all permanent resources. And then, I should explain the upgrading over here. If you buy one of these, if I buy this cane and I've paid for it, now I've got it. Well, if I want to get the other one, anybody else can buy this. But if I, on my turn, choose to upgrade from this cane to this one, this gets discarded, basically goes to the market where anybody can buy it again. And then because I upgraded it, I can ignore one of these costs and then pay the other costs and now gain this. Okay.
Does it knock one off the cost, or do you ignore the whole?
I believe it ignores the entire
Well, son of a
resource.
gun. Okay.
You can check the
No,
rule.
it's fine. Yeah, I might have misplayed that last night, but I still want it.
I explained it and you
probably did.
took all the cards and read it and
Right.
then go, oh, and I'm like, yes, exactly what I told you.
Yep.
So that will allow you to upgrade, but then it puts your old card now back in the lineup where other people can buy it and have the opportunity to upgrade. And there are 3 levels to the upgrade. Spencer, you look like you really want to say something.
No, just for the interest of being exact, it's actually to 10 hope, not to 15 hope when it's 2-player game.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there we go. And that's basically how the game is played. It's very brief. The rules are all very concise. They're right there on like 4 cards.
Yeah.
And then maybe 5
it
cards
says-
if you're playing the market.
It says 8, but they're double-sided, so yes, it's 4 cards.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
the
yeah.
solo gameplay we didn't do, but
Correct.
it
It's in there
looks
too.
interesting.
It's basically on the inverse side of all the cards. Like you can have all the multiplayer rules on
Rules
one
out,
side.
or the other ones, yeah.
But yeah, it's a little more push your luck as you're trying to go through the market and gain resources. So we were sent this by A Mere Pursuit. What is it?
Mere
Yes,
Creations.
I mean-
Mere Creations.
Yes.
And yeah, so let's go. What do you think,
Okay.
Bob?
So I'm a huge Splendor fan. Like, I have played the bejesus out of it. My brain loves that efficiency puzzle of gathering resources to then buying permanent fixture cards, which helps to reduce the cost on future resources and just getting that engine going. And this has that in like a 10-minute, 15-minute little game. And I really appreciate like how you keep track of your resources. That's super easy. Like, there were so many times we're going around the table, we're just like, move, next, move, next. And the turns were just popping off as we're gathering our resources. And that helps the game flow super quickly. And then, like I said, like just gathering these extra resources up, these permanent fixtures, to then try to buy more of them, you know, cheaper and more efficiently. Like, that's just, it satisfies my brain. Like, it's just, those are the types of puzzles I like to do. And it scratched the itch. Like, I wanted more. Like, it's kind of unfortunate that it is only 10, 15 minutes. 'Cause I was like, I wanted more.
Yeah.
That's a good sign. And it wasn't that it was so short that I felt like I was incomplete. You know, I just like, but it does have options to play to a higher end count, right?
Sure.
So you could always just up, like, okay, well, instead of playing to 15 power, let's go to 20 power.
Right.
You know, and you can kind of increase the length of your game that way. But no, that was super enjoyable. Now, I will say, like, I'm not a big fan of the art. Watercoloring is not my preferred media, as it were. But like, as far as like the gameplay and the engine building, if you like efficiency puzzles, this can help you scratch that itch in like 10, 15 minutes.
Sure. And this is a Mere Pursuit. That is the name.
It is a Mere Pursuit.
I told you.
All right.
Spencer, what do you think?
Halfway through, we got it right.
I actually do like the art. I think it's very nice. It's appropriate for the style. I like the upgrades. I like how it's adding power. There's no power on any of the other cards.
Right.
So if you want to win through getting 15 power, you got to do these. And none of them will win you 15 power
Enough.
All by
enough
themselves,
on their
yeah.
own. So you're going to have to branch out.
Yep. Diversify.
Yeah, I like the diversifying. Yeah, and you know it does have splendor. It's quick. So I'm kind of curious to see with a few more plays how this would be, you know, in 2-player and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, everything these guys said. I enjoy the very fast turns. I also really enjoy the art. I think the art is very fitting for the game and the just the feel of it. Yeah, very breezy. And yeah, like somebody like Bob who really loves like a nice crunchy engine builder, he wants more. He wants to play longer because he got. But again, it doesn't feel
Like,
too short.
Oh, it feels good. Like, would you stop?
Yeah, but this isn't what this is meant to be, right? This is meant to be like
fix.
you could play this in like a
Y'all got
coffee
any more than
shop.
turns over there?
You could sit and play this at a coffee shop and go through
Small footprint.
nice and quick. I mean, the box is tiny, literally a pocket game. It's in the title, but yeah, it fits in your pocket, smaller than my wallet.
Yeah.
And you could go and play anywhere. I really liked it. I really appreciated it. There's something refreshing with sort of the simplicity and the ease of it, and you can just bang out a game really fast. The turns were very quick. It's just boom, boom, and then every once in a while you're like, do I have enough to buy? Maybe I'm going to turn. And I also like sort of that efficiency puzzle. When our game ended, any one of us would have won on the next turn.
Yeah, it was super close.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like basically. So if like Spencer didn't win, Bob did, but I was going to win if he didn't.
And I was only 1 power
and
away.
Spencer
as well,
would have
yeah.
won on his next turn had it come back around to him.
Right.
So I appreciate that too, because I feel like everybody was in it. It was very competitive. I was winning in a completely different way than everybody else. And again, it kept it very interesting. Any negatives that I would really have, it just doesn't apply because the game isn't big enough or large enough that it's actually trying to hit that scope, right? Because the negatives would be, oh, it's short, but I mean, it's
That's what
a
it's
short
intended to
game.
be.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a short game.
I think in the beginning it seems slow, but it's probably only because you're not used to going go.
Yeah, you're just
go.
building up, build up.
So don't like fret over your decisions in the beginning.
Yeah. So no, I thought this was really fun. Really, really liked it. They did send us 2 copies of the base game so that we could play more than 2 players and the upgrade kit. But like always, we're going to give you our honest opinion on these. And yeah, I had a really good time. I like these. I like smaller games as well as the larger games. But this is like a great little filler, real quick.
I say, look at the box. Did it say 14 and up? Because I feel like you could
does
play
say-
this with younger than
You
14.
could. Sometimes that
Yeah, maybe not the upgrades part, but you
Right.
could definitely introduce them to this engine buildy kind of.
Very easily,
yeah,
right?
Very easily.
Yeah. And the theme, like, there's nothing wrong with the theme. It's just very generic. we're on a
Hey, we're
future.
building stuff over
We're
here.
building stuff. Hey, but yeah, I mean that's the game, man. Short and sweet,
it.
just like this video.
Yeah.
Anything else to add on?
No.
I don't think so.
If you guys found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, giving us a thumbs up, doing all those things. We do have a Patreon if you'd like to support the show financially. If that's not your bag or you just can't do it, that's fine too. Just interact with us. Leave us a comment. We really appreciate that, and that goes a long way for us. We also have a very active Discord. We do a live stream, all kinds of fun stuff, and we'd love to hear from you. So,
All right, come hang out.
yeah, come
Yeah.
hang out. Let us know what you think. And if you got any questions, you can always ask us. We'll try to answer them
Best we can.
best we can. So for the Board Game Rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
Spencer.
Thanks for watching.
We should do one where we're like,
Yeah. So.
and you can say the title's only 3 words.